Today our session is on recording, and like I said, welcome once more to tonight's session on cost benefit analysis. Yeah, okay, we're just going to start immediately. We're not wasting time or we're not waiting for anybody. So let's try to understand what cost benefit analysis from the most simple point of view. Just like the name stated, is a very powerful technique in project management and business analysis for return on investment. It's mainly for return on investment. And, whenever we want to start a project in any company, it's all about this is an investment. Any project is an investment. So it's very important to understand the benefits involved in any project that organization want to undertake. And you as a business analyst, you are bringing solution to their problems, and you need to let them know that the solution you are bringing is bringing value. They are not bringing a solution that is going to close the company. They're not bringing solution that the company will have to go and borrow, or even after borrowing, they can't be able to make it. So you need to show this evidence even before the stakeholders will even approve the solution you are bringing to them. In black and white, you need to state the benefits. You need to show how the benefit is going to be bigger than the cost. Within 1 year, within 2 years, within 5 years, they have recouped whatever they've spent in building the solution because of the high benefit involved. That is all what cost benefit analysis, putting cost and benefit in a scale and see which one is weighing higher. If the scale that is carrying the cost is now pulling the benefits, then you know the investment is not viable. But if the benefit is now higher than the cost, then you can see the investment is very viable. All we are trying to find out here is the viability of the project, viability of the solution. That's it. Any solution that is not viable is a no-no. Yeah, because we're bringing something to table in a very simple term. That is what cost and benefit analysis is all about. So, but let's proceed and see how we place them in a scale, how we weigh them. So, it's very important to do this in every, not only in projects, but in our everyday life. The cost and the benefit. Yeah, it's important. You want to buy a car, you need to check the cost and the benefits. Don't just go and buy a car because your friend is buying a car. If you have no need for a car, you don't need to buy a car. If your place of work is very close, you can try to your place of work, place of church, the market is around. Why are you buying a car? Only if you want to use the car to be doing Uber, that will bring in money, or you're already a rich man. But as some of you who are starting life, trying to kickstart, and the first money you get, you go and use it and plug in and buy a car, you're not, I don't think you did your cost benefit analysis, because that car is going to be, you need a lot of money to maintain it, and it's not bringing anything to table. Yeah. But if you convert that car into a building, after building the house and things become difficult, you can even take one room and sublet the other rooms, and it's bringing return. And as the years goes by, the building will keep on appreciating. So this is investment you are going to tell your organization, and they are going to listen. All right, we move. So what is our note saying about cost benefit analysis? A cost benefit analysis is a method used to compare the expected cost of a project against the benefit it's going to provide. It helps in determining whether a project is financially viable. Like I said, viability. This is achieved by assessing a monetary value to all both costs and benefits, and then subtracting the total cost from the total benefit to determine the net gain. If the net gain is negative, it means it's not bringing anything to the table. But if it's positive, it means it's viable. So, like here, if the projected benefit exceeds the cost, the project is considered worthwhile. If the cost outweighs the benefit, then the project should be reconsidered. Well, in this analysis, or in this study, we use a CRM system as a case study. So, and it's an enterprise solution. The case study, the templates drive here, can equally be applied to any other solution, whether ERP, whether CRM, ITSM, HR. It can be applied to any of all these solutions, all these enterprise applications. You must understand the cost and the benefits of what you are doing. Okay. Before you start, what the things you need to do is, first thing is to determine the cost of implementation. Just like in our own case, some of you are still working hard to determine which solution we are going to implement. So, but once you select a solution, what you are doing at the moment, you are trying, during the solutions evaluation, which cost benefit analysis is equally part of it. For the first thing, you are trying to weigh all the solutions against each other to see which one serve the purpose most. Once you select the solutions you want to go ahead with and present before or recommend to the stakeholders, you equally need to carry out cost and benefit analysis. in all of them as a proof or justification that it comes with value. Not just that it's coming with the value, but the value is what you stated by your analysis and mathematical aspect of it. You need to show the value. So here we have example of implementing a CRM. This is CRM cost and benefit analysis. You start here, cost and benefit category. You start with cost category. Under cost category, we have initial investment. The money you spend in procuring the software, that software license. Most of the software we are going to be using is, we call it white label or SaaS. That is software as a service. You subscribe to it. Then, or if you want, you can build it from the scratch, but it's very costly to build from the scratch. And that's why companies go for white label. They sublet just for the little they want to use, they pay for it. Then we have hardware costs. Then we have implementation service. Implementation service means people need to do the implementation. You need to hire human resources to carry out this implementation. You need to hire project manager, business analysts, developers, and all of them, development team. That's implementation. You need to pay for it. Training. You need to develop training materials. It costs money. If you have data on an existing system you want to move from one place, you need to carry out this data migration. You need to use some tools or something. At times it can be incorporated with the implementation cost. But it's just good to list some of the things you can pay for while trying to implement that project. This is initial investment. You know that it's just like a house. You build a house, it doesn't end there. It requires maintenance. You buy a car, it doesn't end there. It requires maintenance. Softwares is the same thing. It requires maintenance. It will always come up. They will always have updates. You need to have to update. You need to tweak it. You need to optimize it. So at times you have technical issues. You have technical support that will support it as it runs. All the technical support you pay them, we call all these ongoing costs. That is software maintenance, technical support, hosting and cloud service, upgrade and update. We equally have labor costs, IT staff. At times we have IT staff, that is their job, we pay them. At times you go for freelancers like you, so to come and build the project or the software. IT costs, so IT staff costs, so this is labor costs. So you check out, we have 3 categories of costs here, which is part of the cost. So you need to understand how much all these costs. It's very easy to understand the cost. The cost is never an issue. It's never a problem understanding the cost. The main problem lies on the benefit. It's very difficult to monetize benefits. Some benefits you will be able to monetize them, convert them into monetary value. But a lot of benefits is difficult to monetize somewhat, and you can see it's a very big benefit, but trying to monetize it, although companies know, Some of these benefits, you talk about them, they cannot be monetized. So, but the main thing you need to state all those benefits. Even those that can be monetized, you monetize them. Those that cannot be monetized, you state that they cannot be monetized. So you can use your expert judgment to apportion value. How much you feel like this is the cost is acceptable. Okay, and let's talk about benefits. Benefits, you see most of these applications or enterprise applications we are developing like CRM, ERP, supply chain, and the rest of them. Most of the things there is automation. Automation. And this automation saves time. This automation, the platform equally outside automation, it provides avenue for effective collaboration. You can see that with that kind of infrastructure, that kind of technology, you can have your workers in Canada, in America, in UK, in Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Kenya, everybody globally logging into the system at the same time and making use of information. Just like what we do in our freed camp. You see how all of us, differently from different locations, we are working collaboratively. All of us were a remote team. We are a remote distributed team all over the world. But you see the collaboration here is top notch. You see this Google Meet we are using here to have this meeting. It's a virtual classroom. It's a virtual conference room. It's a virtual a lot of things. So if we do not have something like this virtual conference room or this virtual classroom, for instance, any of you who want to be part of Digital Technology Business School, then you have to make your way to London. You have to apply for visa. You have to pass through a lot of immigration, save money for all those logistics. You come here, you rent house, you know, it's a lot. That is it. But with this kind of, this is digital technology solution, we can collaboratively have our class just like that. So these are benefits. All this, so we have to find a way to monetize all these benefits. The one we can do, the one we can't do, then we'll state that it cannot be monetized. So you see here, after the automation, most time we understand how much we spend in doing a task. And that's why during the process flow, we map out all the processes. For every process, you assess how much it takes to complete that process. At times, if you want to, what we just did is simple process map. If you want to, over time, build a very complex process map, every process needs to carry the value added, the amount of time it takes to complete a process. Most of the people handling such, we call them process analysts. But I don't want us to go so deep into process analysis. As you advance, you are going to meet all these as senior business analysts. So the point I'm making is that you know the time it takes to complete every task before the automation. After the automation, or expected time it takes to complete that particular task after the automation. For instance, if it takes 1 week to manage a lead end to end, and after the automation, it's now taking us 1 day to manage a lead. You see, we are saving 4-day, cost. We are paying people that does this work for 1 week, and then after the automation, now we are paying them only for 1 day. Now the organization is saving 4 days, pay. So if you calculate that 4 days pay, that is savings. You are saving, that is benefit. This is how you get some of these are some of the ones that are going to be very easy to monetize, because you are saving the amount of hours, time saved. So if you save that time is money. You know how much you spend on that time. So as you save them, you know how much you are saving. It's very easy to understand this kind of benefit. So some like automations, is going to be difficult to understand the value, but there are still some calculations available. Improve collaborations. These are all the benefits. You need to find a way to find out how to monetize them. Then as we go forward, we have, for instance, here we have sales and revenue. Under sales and revenue, increase lead conversion. You convert, it helps you to convert more lead. For instance, when you are doing it manually, in a week, you just convert, let's say, 5 lead. But after the automation, the CRM system in place, then you find out that now, in 1 week, instead of converting 5 lead, you are now converting 20 lead. You see how much value you are bringing to this, what we call benefits. Cross-selling and upselling and customer retention. These are some of other things we bring revenue. Some of them are going to be difficult to monetize, but in such areas we just state is the benefit cannot be quantified or monetized. Customer service. Under customer service, improve issue resolution, personalized support. Improved issue resolution is still boiling down to, if you look at it, is boiling down to time saving. You're saving more time. If it takes 2 days to resolve an issue, it can just within 4 hours or within 2 hours, you have resolved the issue. You save time. And equally personalized support. Reporting. With this kind of technology, reporting, you are seeing it on the dashboard. Once you log into the system or the CRM system, you have the insights, the metrics, the reporting is there. But if it's not automated, so you can take fast decision. But if it's not automated, you then need to wait before they start compiling reports, bringing reports from sale. From this month, they go to Excel, they convert it, from month 1, month 2, before they come to 6 months, biannual or quarterly reports, they combine it together. It takes time. It can take even up to 1 month to come up with, even take 2 months to come up with a comprehensive report that can help the business leaders to take decision. But with automated system, we log into the system, is now we are seeing everything in real time, the report you want. If you want to download it, bam, as you are clicking, you are downloading the report. So this is big benefit. But something like this can be difficult to monetize. Competitive edge, enhance customer experience. Customer experience is very important. When a customer have a bad experience, the customer will just jump back from your company. You know, Ben Johnson. So, but when you have a better enhanced customer experience, customer is happy, then that retention rate will be high. We don't call it retention rate. You know, the customer will come back again and again and again and again. Imagine how much you can make from one customer in 1 year, back to back, buying from you and you and you and you. There are so many sellers in the market. So it's very difficult to if you can maintain your customer. It's very, very important to maintain customer than to start looking for new customer. You can spend a lot of money to get one customer, to convert one customer. But once you have good impression on a customer, that customer equally is a big asset. Some of these customers will even go and drag their friends and family to come and patronize their business just because of improved service or enhanced customer experience. So a lot of people we are having here in a digital technology business school is because so many people who come here, they're happy and they go bring their family members, they go bring their friends. That is what we call benefit. So you see increases revenue, enhanced customer. So these are all the benefits, but how do we convert them to money? And that's where the real problem comes in. So after all the summation, the total cost, all the costs, you total it, the benefits, you total it, and then you subtract this cost from the total benefit, and then the net benefit. The net benefit must be positive. It must be positive. If it's negative, it means the project is not viable, and you should start looking for another viable alternative. So let's look at, if you want to start carrying out a cost benefit analysis. So under this table, we see costs. Cost here, you see license fee. We see license fee, description, cost of purchasing Dynamics 365 CRM. How many people you want to, the Dynamics 365 CRM, or most of these software license or softwares, you pay for the amount of the number of usage. So if you have 2 people that are going to use it, then you buy license for 2 people. If you have 3 people, you buy license. So the number of people that are going to use it will determine how much you are going to spend. So like, let's just say this is $25,000. This is it. It didn't specify the number of usage, but this is just the cost of the license. Then implementation, we say implementation, initial setup and deployment is costing $30,000, and then training costing to train the employees $10,000, and the customization, tailoring the CRM to business need, because it's based on, you need to optimize it. It's white label. When you get it, you continue to optimize. Customization is an ongoing stuff here, but the basic first customization to align with our immediate need. So here, tailoring CRM system to your need, 15,000 integration. integrating it with other system, let's say 12,000, and then maintenance, ongoing maintenance after the initial installation, say 8,000, and when you total it, we have a total of $100,000. So that is the cost. Okay, this is for 1 year. Okay, after then, we then come on the benefits. We said improved productivity. Improved productivity here. Time saved by automating the system. So you see here, you say time saved times, you need to find out the time, how many, if it's one, for instance, the example I gave, if it's 1 week, you spend 1 week in performing a particular task, and after the automation, you now spend 1 day to do that. It means that 4 days is all the time saved. So you calculate the time saved times the number of employees times their hourly wages. Now you know the time use. That is it. If you times all this by this demo example, who has, let's say, $40,000. You see, it's a bit easier to understand the time saved more than others because it involves figures here. Enhance customer service. You see here, better customer interaction. You see retention rate. Find out the retention rate and the average revenue per customer. So a customer that is coming back, you find out the average revenue. How much is a particular customer is spending on your platform? That is the average revenue. And then the retention rate. Once you find out, you times them, then you get understand the cost of acquiring a new customer. To acquire a new customer, you need a campaign. Maybe you go to the marketing will develop a campaign, they run it. After running it, before you start generating lead, you start even talking to the lead. At times you have to go out to talk to them. It takes time to convince them. That is customer acquisition cost. All these costs, you need to understand it. Once you understand it, then you see the retention rate. You minus the customer acquisition cost from the customer retention, and in this case, you are getting 50,000 as a benefit. You see that the retention rate is high. It's better to maintain your customers. Decision making, access to real-time data. So like I said, you have data sets, or once you log into your dashboard, you see the data is analyzed and showcase itself on the dashboard. You don't even need data analysis at this point, because everything the system do carry out the analysis and give you a beautiful dashboard. So there is no manual analysis or this. So it helps a lot. Value improved decision. Here you see it's difficult to get the cost. The benefit. But like I say, you can use expert judgment and put a value in order to come up with a figure. Then streamline sales process, efficient sales tracking, increase sales times average day size minus cost of sales. We come to here, we get you 30,000. So after all this, we can see we have a total benefit of $145,000. It means that the benefit is higher than the cost. So that's what we're trying to demonstrate here. And when this is done, you see here, the net benefit is going to be when you subtract this total benefit, you subtract the total cost and you give you 45. So the benefit is $45,000. So it means that it's worthwhile. So the return on investment is 45% return on investment. Yeah, and that's it. So down here, I provided calculations. This will help us to understand calculations and formulas. In most cases, some of these calculations, I come up with all of them. I search for all these. So many of them, you cannot find them in textbook. Some of them I even use AI to come up with it. But some of them have references. Some textbooks you can go if you want to read in details about some of these calculations. If you want to become an academia and know more about this, so I provided the references for all the calculations for us to, well, look at here, improved productivity value for CRM over manual. So in your own case, even if it's not CRM, everything is still automation. Here is manual. So you can remove this CRM. I can say productivity over automation for automation over manual. So whether CRM, whether ERP, whether ITSM, everything is still automating the system. So it's automation versus manual. Okay, this is all based on assumptions. Let's say the time spent manually is 20 hours per week. Number of employees is 5. Hourly wage is 15 pounds. So the CRM efficiency improvement is 30%. So this is the calculation here. You see total manual hour, which is 20 hours times 5 is equal to 100 hours per week. And cost, weekly cost is this 100 hours by 15 pounds is 1,500. So the expected time saved is equal to 30% of 100, which is this 100 hours, equal to 30 hours per week. So the weekly savings is 30% times 15 equal to 450. So the monthly savings is going to be, because it's 4 weeks we are talking about, it's going to be, this is the weekly, and we want to get the monthly savings is going to be 450, which is the monthly savings, by 4, which is 4 weeks, and we get 1,800. So with this, you see, we can be able to come up with savings per a month. And once you want to get it by annual, then you times it by 12. And if you want to come up with 5 years forecast, you times it by 5 years. So that's how we can get. So this one is, you can come up with the calculation for this. So some of these ones we can come up with calculation is provided here, and some of those we can't come with a calculation. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. You just put that. It cannot be.
No, that's something.
Okay. So here we have customer retention value for CRM over manual. Customer retention value. Here assumption, CLV, as customer retention value is, let's say, is 500, and the retention rate is 10, and the efficiency gain is 10,000, and the CRM implementation cost is 5,000.
I tried my best, but I couldn't set right. Tried my best.
Alpha Mokereke, please, you are disturbing the class, please.
She saw the money. I can pay every child.
So if you want to get the CRV, and this is it, you see that is customer retention value is CLV, which is 500 times 10%, and plus 1,000 minus 5,000, then you get 5,000. Then you've come to improved issue resolution over manual. You're trying to get the value. You see assumption, let's say assume annual issue, then they will have issues maybe complain per annum. We'll have 1,000 people complain, that is annual issue. And the time saved per issue is 10 minutes. Like I say, in this case, you need to find, it's very easy to find the time. So if it's 10 minutes, for instance, if before the implementation, it's taking 20 minutes, and after the implementation is now taking 10 minutes. It means you've saved the 10 minutes per issue. So, and the hourly wages for the people doing this job, for instance, the IT support is 20 hours. To calculate this is annual time saved, which is come up with the total annual which is 1,000 by times it by 10 minutes. That is time saved by issue, and then you divide it by 60, and equal to this. This is 166.66, and then the cost saving is 166.67 times 220, which is this, and then here we have 3,333.4. So this is the improved issue resolution value. So that is the formula. Then we have increased lead conversion over manual, and we have a tax automation value over manual. We have a better data insight value over manual. That is what we have. We have up to 6 calculations we've captured here. And then going down here, some of these calculations, see validated CRM benefits calculation with academic references. So this is validated. If you go here, you see improved productivity value. This formula, this is the formula. If you go to this is the referencing. If you go to this referencing, you have a Garrison and Co. 16th edition. It was captured, concept validated, time-driven, activity-based costing, labor costing savings through process efficiency is there. So it is validated. It's not just AI theory. So here we have use case commonly applied to operational cost reduction due to technology implementation. Example, CRM. It captures this formula as well. So you are free to use this formula anyhow because it's validated, more especially once you are trying to get improved productivity value. So here you say total manual hour equal to times by week times number of employees, and so and so. Another, the referencing is not, you have up to have Toban and follow Nino, information technology for management, and there's 18th edition, and this chapter 9 explain how CRM improves workforce productivity through task automation and centralization. So it captures this improved productivity value. Okay, if you go down to customer retention value, this is the formula. The formula here, and the academic reference is Phillips and Phillips, Return on Investment Manual, 2008. It's stated here, return on investment model, measure value created from both soft retention and hard efficiency gain minus implementation cost. So it covers this formula as well. CAPO, measuring management excellence, concept validation, linking customer loyalty, that is retention, to profitability using customer lifetime value. That is a CLV. That's what we mean by customer CLV, customer lifetime value. And then we have improved issue resolution. Improved issue resolution. This is the formula here. This formula is equally validated in this textbook, this academic textbook, Toban and Volonino, Information Technology for Management. Describe how CRM platform reduce time, pay service tickets, and automate routine issues. And in chapter 13, quantifier support cost savings from CRM enable resolution. When we are saying CRM, every other automation system, not only CRM, like ERP, is equally covered. As I say that everything that happened is still automation. Then here equally Brown, business case analysis with R. Capture this as well, using similar issue resolution time savings in calculating help desk, and service system return on investment. And then number 4, increased lead conversion value. We have this formula here, the formula for increased lead conversion, and McKinney Smith, IT Strategy, Issue and Practice, 4th edition, and chapter 6 covers return on investment of CRM tools in improving sales funnel efficiency and lead quality. Phillips as well captures return on investment on this, emphasizing the quantifying revenue improvement through increased conversion metrics. So, and then number 5, tax automation value. The formula is here and is from Garrison et al. Managerial accounting, time and cost efficiency analysis from automation and digitalization, and useful in comparing manual versus system-based tax handling. Then, like I told you, that is not only for CRM, it's system. System is automation. Then Brown here equally in a business case analysis with R, offer cost benefits analysis breakdown on manual versus automated business processes. You see, it's not only, it didn't say CRM, it says automated business. So if you can lay your hands, you see it breaks it down, but we extracted everything we need from, so you might not need to go with here. But if you want to start writing academic journals and things and with references, and then you can want to start visiting them. But for you to do your work as a business analyst, just understand this formula, and that's it. And if your line manager is asking you that I don't agree, then you can bring these references for them to know that you did your research. Better data insight value. Better, like we'll talk about system giving you real-time metrics, data on the spot, and you waiting for months to get a report from manual handling. So better data insights is covered here by Urban and Volonino in IT for Management in chapter 10, says CRM role in delivering actionable insights that increase cross-sell, upsell, and forecasting accuracy. McKinney and Smith, IT strategy, connect improved data analytics to financial outcome in CRM-backed decision making. So, this is summarized in a table here. Productivity value, you see the formula here and you see the reference. Customer retention value, you see it here. You see issue resolution, lead conversion, task automation, and better data insights. So with this, we'll have enough to help us, monetize our benefits, to be able, at least, not saying that everything is cannot be monetized. At least we should be able to monetize some key benefits. Some cannot be monetized. Even some of those that cannot be monetized. If you see some of those that cannot be monetized, you can take it up in your academic research when you want to do a PhD. You can solve that particular problem and you become a professor. Yeah. So that's it. So if you want to understand the calculation very well, you have to go read the notes very well. And if you want to look for those references, then you see the sources, and even I quoted the pages and the chapters. So that is what you need to know about cost-benefit analysis. And Yeah. So if you have any question on cost benefit analysis, yeah. So, but for those some of us who are not mathematicians, don't be scared. I think this is the only place you might have to do it. But it's like I said, if you get stuck, you can. So many of them, yeah, it's understandable. Yes, Mr. Father Andrew Noje, you are raising your hand.
Let me put my video on, please.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. My video is on.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, thank you. So, the cost benefit analysis course is for me, it's very clear. I'm very much at home with the calculations because, but there are ones that one need to almost invent by himself. Like, it's very good that you validated them, having been discussed in some textbooks. So it is good. It is true that some benefits cannot be quantified and captured in a measurement, in a already measurement data or something. Like you said, is there any guideline for quantifying, or you because when you said best judgment, oh, my best judgment can be it may not be accurate, and I will overstate the benefit.
Yeah, I understand. I understand where you're saying. Like when I say expert judgment, means you have a team and there's a value. Like in our company, there's what we call that is our own standard. The company have their own standard. We call it business value calculator. We use it. The way we quantify things in our company, values like might be different from. That's why we developed a custom. So if you want to do all this, we don't even need to start doing all this arithmetic. All we need to do is put some value into the calculator, and the calculator will generate it. We've only built an application for this value-based calculator. If you go to, they are beginning to develop it because we're solving a lot of problems. So you can, that's what we mean by expert-based, because your company have already, if you become advanced in business analysis, these are some of the areas we've already identified that is a problem in business analysis. Cost benefit analysis is one of the best methods in analysis in trying to return on investment, but this is the flaws, but it can be handled through that. If it cannot, then just simply say that the value cannot be monetized. And if your line manager do not understand that, then your line manager should help you to come up with the value. So we are still waiting for academicians like you, Mr. Father Andrew.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, like I said, like some of you that are into academics, that are constantly doing research, we are waiting for some of these pending problems to come. This is what you guys should be helping us to do in finance and the calculation, cost and accounting, to come up with some of these, because this is cost accounting, you know, and finance. So come up with these values, calculations on how to solve these problems.
Okay, thank you.
Are you laughing? You know, but all we need to do, most of them are getting cracked, you know, with the advent of AI. You find that so many of them, AI have tried to crack so many of them. So yeah, as I'm equally working on so many of them, as it is really, I get the accurate formula with validation, because there are so many I know, but I don't want to. I have up to 50 list of items I'm working, but I cannot come and add them on my notes without academic backups, because of yeah. So that is it. But as we keep on improving and getting them done, I'll be adding more. I'll be updating my lesson notes on that. But for now, what we have here is enough to get you guys started. But I think that is the calculation from the mathematics for now we are going to need in business analysis. Over time, as we are climbing, we are going to meet some, you know, clusters, you know, graphs and things like that. But that's not, these are the main things here. So
please, just as a follow-up, if there is a value that you are still trying to crack or how to measure, you can send it across so that we can do some research on them. Thank you.
no problem. Yeah. So yeah, everyone, thank you for, I mean, everybody do understand the formulas, but the formulas here, try to simplify it. And yeah, if you meet a brick wall, you can always reach out to me. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. And yeah.
Charles, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Mr. Charles. And good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. This is remember when we were dealing with this kind of mathematics in UNEC. Yeah.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.